all made mistakes. We've all done things in life that may not have been the perfect thing, and we ended up in places we don't want to be. We're going to take this time and we're going to introduce you to my boy LB. So I want you guys to listen to his testimony and listen to what he has to say.
Well, it started off, man. I started off as a youth in trouble, man. It was a life of turmoil, man. I had a bad family background, drug use, drug abuse. Me personally, I was ripping and running the streets tough at a young age, you know what I mean? I went to state custody at probably like 14, and
wow,
I stayed in there till I was about 18 years old, man.
Okay.
So I was in the juvenile system, in and out, in and out, in and out. And when I became adult, I just graduated on to, you know what I mean?
Right.
The adult jails and stuff, man. So it led me to a life of crime. I went to the penitentiary at a young age. I went to the penitentiary in Texas. And throughout all this time, I'm thinking, I'm searching, I'm thinking that I'm keeping it real. I'm like, man, I'm 100, man. I'm solid, man. I'm true to the streets, man. This is what I'm telling myself. This is what the world telling me. This is what I'm supposed to do. This is what I'm destined to be. You know what I mean? And I had a respect for God, a respect for Jesus, and the sense of believing in him, but I never did receive him. So, you know what I mean? Up until it came to a point to when I was done with doing wrong, because I felt it in my soul that this is not the life for me. This is not how it's supposed to be, you know what I mean? And I seen the error in all my ways and the people I hurt, and I just came to a point to where I opened up the Bible and I really started to ask God, why am I like this? And I can't change myself. I can't help myself. And at that point, you know what I mean, that's when Christ came into my life and he changed me inside out. I was one of those people who always tried to prove myself to myself. I tried to make sure I was real. I told in my mind, I was like, I'm not gonna be like the rest of everybody else. I'm gonna be true to whatever I do. And in that sense, I wasn't keeping it real when saying I have a respect for God and believing in God and not doing the things he tells us to do by his word. So whenever I came to the understanding that I couldn't change myself, that's when I came to Christ with a true heart and truth and honesty. And that's when he came in by keep on reading the word, keep on studying, keep on meditating. You know what I mean? That's when true belief really came in my life at that point.
Cool. So as they say in the neighborhood and stuff, keep it 100. So I want you to keep it 100. I want you to look at these young men, and if there's a word, man, that you could share with them about coming to Christ and how Christ can make a difference in their life, and some of the things they may be afraid of, why they don't want to come to Christ. Can you just share a little bit?
Man, first of all, man, the world portrays Christianity, Jesus, God, as something that's not, you know what I mean, what it is, man. And which is the first total lie. That's the first lie of the enemy, man. He wants you to believe that coming to Jesus is this way or this way or this way. I was all the way there in the streets. I know what it is to be there. I lived that life. And when I came to Christ, life became all more abundantly. And how I live, my daily walk, that he pulled me out of the streets and placed me in kept me in his arms. You feel what I'm saying? So if I got something to tell them, I would tell them to ask Jesus to live inside of them. Ask Jesus to change their heart and their mind to conform to him, to be in the image of him, because that's the only way to get up out of these streets, to get up out of this life and escape eternal death.
All right, so y'all heard my boy LB. Man, what a great testimony of how God can change your life. And just like him, man, you have the same opportunity to allow God to enter into your heart, enter into your life, and make a great transformation. Once you get that word inside of you, it's something that word does that nothing else in the world can do for you.